Loktarg, our friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for another work mode workout. Today was max effort deadlift day. But a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below. Today was a very hard day, so much so that in the middle of the session I took a break, went to the grocery store, came back, finished the last of my workout. Trying to use these straps today. The straps didn't go too well. I had a problem with them unrolling on the max. Now, that does happen on occasion, and especially I think with the bigger roll you end up there, it still tests my grip. And you guys have seen me pull 625 pretty slippery before with grip off a deficit without straps. And we know grip is a weak link. I'm having to work on it. But, you know, we really saw a lot come out today. And interestingly enough, I want to look at where the lift breaks down with the 625, because we did see me with some problems with the lockout. Like, see right there, that was easy. As I was ramping up with one plate less, no problem. Locked out clean, fast, everything good. Went up to the 625, and I felt I could do this today. I could jump straight to it. Felt like almost I didn't get the straps wrapped tight enough. But you guys notice, you see that little bit of knee action occur. Right? Almost a hitch when I get to the top as I'm losing my grip. Now, is that partially because we lost grip with the straps unrolling? Is it still potentially some upper back weakness? I'm going to go with both. Because I don't ever like to assume it's only one thing. I don't think that's a safe route to go. So I would look at that and say, okay, we need to keep really hammering that upper and middle back. My lower body is definitely not limiting my deadlifts. We popped off the floor pretty quick. My speed off the floor was great. So we know my hamstrings and stuff are doing good. And the leg drive, because off the deficit that was real fast. So we do need to be looking more at back. Yes, I need to continue to grip specialize, which you guys see me doing every day, plus in all the squeezing I'm doing with the grippers off camera. I'm hitting my grip every day, and I think I need to just take this weekend off from it, because my hands are getting really fatigued. Getting super fatigued, and I'm still hitting PRs on some of the grip training, but man, it's mounting up, and I felt beat up today. We could also look at the upper back and say, is that fatigue accumulating? Is my upper back that weak? Is it just fatigue accumulating because that upper back and grip tends to go hand in hand as we're pushing hard and struggling with recovery sometimes? Yeah, so I decided to go a little easier today. I didn't push today as hard as I possibly could in terms of overall volume and stuff. And I had to think through, what do I really need to do? Well, my quads aren't feeling any real problems today. I can skip the belt squats. I cut out one set of the rows because my hands were just feeling beat up. So I decided today to do my box squats with the safety bar. I tried to do them just to see if I could test the straight bar. I was able to get under it. I was able to unrack it. I didn't get the bar in the position I thought was perfect. My shoulders weren't quite good for that. We did good with the buffalo bar the other day. Right? So the shoulders are making great progress, and we discussed that more in the upper body vlogs. I'm getting that range of motion back. I just couldn't get comfortable. It hurt a lot with that bar when I tried to get into position. So I'm not quite ready to go back to the straight bar yet. We're real close though. I couldn't even get it on my back 2 weeks ago. I could not physically put it up on my shoulders. Now I can. Keep making progress, right? Keep working on that shoulder health. And this is a great substitute. And these are hard. My God, this is so awkward. When you get onto a deeper box like this that takes you below parallel with this safety bar, it is one of the most awkward lifts you'll ever do. And normally I say I feel the safety bar in my quads. Not on this. It was all posterior chain. And I feel parts of my glutes and hamstrings I don't even feel on other lifts. Right? But this is good, because if I need that extra upper back work, you talk about a movement with deadlift carryover. Safety bar box squats. Now that is a deadlift builder. That is a deadlift builder, and it is challenging, because look how hard I'm working for fives with 381 on the bar. Those were challenging. Well, I got 381 on the bar. My max with that bar is 531, and you guys have seen me do over 600 with another bar on back squats. And this is my hardest bar, but you know, and again, comes down to I'm still way weaker on it than other bars. We need to keep using this bar. I need to keep building that upper back. And I need to work in more of the cambered bar good mornings and stuff too, because I don't want to overuse this movement pattern. But again, this hits that area too. I need to keep working that upper back. And I can't do snatch grip high pulls and stuff right now. I don't feel that it would be ideal for my shoulders while I'm rebuilding that mobility and getting my shoulder health perfect again. I don't think the snatch grip high pull needs to be in there. So all we can do is lots of rowing, lots of safety bar work, keep building up that back. Okay, eventually I will be able to add other exercises. But I mean, when I watch that deadlift, we can argue about the grip. We can say, well, the straps rolled and grip was an issue, but I don't like the way my upper back looked at the top. Okay, I'm still going to mark that as a potential weakness. And if we've got a weakness, we have to keep training it. We have to train those weak points. And so that's what we're doing here. And I did my normal work on these, and it's hard. Like, I'm struggling to get any further right now on this. That's why, again, I need to start using other bars more. I'm stagnating in my ability to progress. These 10 rep sets are super hard with this weight, and I feel like I can't get another rep. Hey, I feel like I can't get another rep. So it's time to probably change things up a little bit. Right, and I need to keep doing these, but I should probably work in the cambered bar at least once a week. Wouldn't be a bad idea to rotate back and forth to hit some different angles on the good mornings, because again, I'm almost plateauing there. Now, granted, for a lot of people that's crazy. 291 for good mornings with that bar for sets of 10, it's quite strong. But it's not where I need to be strong on my deadlift. Okay. I mean, that lockout was 625 on a deficit. I don't know, man. A little sloppy there. Would that be an issue if I could put another 15 pounds on this bar for 10? Would that problem still be there? All right, and we need to think in those terms. We don't ever say, "Oh, well, I'm really strong at this lift." Well, is it up to speed with some of my other lifts? I feel like my posterior chain stuff is better. But by that same token, I don't know, those box squats just now hit my posterior chain in a different way too. Is my posterior chain as completely as strong as it needs to be? It sure was struggling with that bar for those deep boxes today. We need to do more of that. We need to work all those weak links. Maybe the part of my glute that it's hitting a little bit differently from my other movements could be limiting my lockout there on that deadlift. So we need to just get stronger at this. So we need to get stronger at these hard movements. The stuff that's hard, we need to get stronger at it. And we get stronger at it by working on it. So I supersetted again after that. I skipped the belt squats and I did glute ham raises because, again, I felt a lot of posterior chain on that. Well, if I want those box squats to go up with that lift, I need to work on that. Because if my posterior chain is strong enough to get out of the bottom, I can add more weight and work more upper back with it. You know, now granted, that is a hard movement. The box squat with that bar is one of the hardest squats you will ever do. But still. And then we did supersets, and I only did 2 sets of these because I felt like on the last set my grip was finally giving out near the end of the set. Same weight I PR'd with on the upper day yesterday. I decided to try to replicate that today. We got the first set of 10, but I felt my grip a lot. It's letting me know that my grip and everything is getting really fatigued at this point in the week. Because I managed to pull this off for 3 by 10 yesterday, and I got all the sets good. But today, you know, the second set, I felt that bar rolling on the last couple reps a lot. I was struggling. So again, I'm pushing my grip and my forearms to their absolute limits. And we need to, because if my grip is limiting the deadlift, we need that grip stronger. And incidentally, you know, if upper back is being limited, then well, rows will get better. So I have to keep getting stronger at my rows. Those 295 for 5 pin lays I'm doing, I need those up to 315, and I need them clean. I need those up to 315 for 5s. That axle bar, the 230 for 10s, we need to get that up to 240. 245, maybe 250. Now that sounds crazy to me because, again, I'm like 250 with that bar for 10s. That seems extreme, but you know, do we want a 700-pound deadlift? Because I don't know that I can grip 650 right now. You put me on the straight deadlift bar with no straps, I don't know that I can hold on to 650. Well, what do we need to do that? Well, I probably need to be rowing this bar for another 20 pounds for 10 reps. It would get me a lot closer to that goal. Right? It would get me a lot closer to that goal. So when I look at something like that and go, man, that just seems so hard from where I am, we have to get there. Okay? We have to make those things happen. Progress, and progress is not a straight line. You know, people will say things like, well, you were this strength or whatever here, and things are back and forth, and certain things get weaker, and then, you know, but I always end up PRing in the long term. Progress isn't always a straight line, guys. And we have new weak points that come out. We have injuries that make things regress. That shoulder impingement that I worked around made quite a few muscles regress. Okay? Is it impacting my upper back because of some of the exercises I had to pull or got weaker at? Possibly so. And we know grip's got to come up. So, you know, we have to look at these things, and there's effects with everything that we do. All we can do is keep focusing on getting stronger at everything, and a special emphasis on our weak links. And we have to keep getting better, and we have to do it in a dynamic body. I have to do this in a 44-year-old body, guys. And I get some of the younger kids will come in and chime in they've never trained at this age. They have no idea. They have no idea. And I have to make it work. I have to recover. I have to keep my tendon health on point. All right? And I can't just blast a bunch of trend, bro. I'm 44 years old. That would not be a wise option. So, have to make it work. I have to recover. So it all has to be balanced. You've got to balance that hard ass work and working on those weak links with recovery. Because it's a different game, guys. It's a different game. When you're 22, 25, training is a different animal. There's a reason you don't see many guys still lifting the weights that I do at my age. They are few and far between. And I'm not the best. There are some guys stronger than me out there, definitely. But I have nothing but respect for them because I know what it took for them to do that. Because I lived this life. And I know how hard this shit is. And so when I see the guys who are doing better than me, my God. If I see a guy at my age who deadlifts 750, up over 40, I know how hard this shit is. Nothing but respect. That blows my mind. Blows my mind. But we have to make it work, and I will make it work. I'm going to continue to make it work. We're going to keep getting better. We're going to keep getting stronger, keep improving. But the thing that people have to remember, especially when you get to this point in the game, progress is not linear anymore. You're going to have your ups and downs. But you keep fighting through that shit. You have to be consistent. You have to want it. Okay? You have to want it. And again, something I deal with a lot of my clients who are over 40 when they're like, oh man, tendons. I'm like, well, they're like, I don't want to have to back down on this. And I'm like, you have 40-year-old tendons, brother. We have to cut these movements out. We have to do this band work. We have to let these areas heal. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. My guy, I was chatting with one today, he was very upset about having to do that with one of his tendons. But I'm like, we don't have a choice, man. You're not 23. You want to make progress or not? All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.